Artificial intelligence is a tool, and like any tool, it requires an operator. We are seeing a consolidation where traditional roles are being replaced by a single person managing multiple automated systems. This is the AI Generalist. Over the next 6 minutes, we are going to build your personal AI toolkit, learn the new language of prompting, and run a high-stakes workflow that prepares you for major career milestones. Before we begin, grab a pen. You need to physically write down the top 10 most time-consuming tasks you perform at your job every single week.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Subscribe to AI Skills Learn for more awesome content. And don't forget to like and share this video.
Mapping out these manual hours is the mandatory first step. You cannot scale your output until you know exactly where your time is being lost to repetitive labor. Review your handwritten list. Identify the duties that are highly repetitive, data-heavy, or formulaic. Tasks like manual data entry, formatting presentations, or drafting the same email replies every morning. We are building your Level 0 toolkit. This foundational set of applications handles the repetitive tasks you just identified. To find these tools without getting overwhelmed, use an aggregator database, like there's an AI for that. Filter by user votes to find effective software. Match each task to a specific solution. Data entry maps to numerous, presentations maps to gamma. If your task requires exhaustive sourcing, you need to use a deep research model. Unlike standard chat models, Google's deep research scans hundreds of sources to compile a thorough report, rather than just generating a quick conversational answer. Curating a narrow, specialized toolkit allows you to focus on the work only a human can do, while the software handles the administrative burden. Once you have your tools, you have to learn to operate them. Precise English articulation is becoming the primary way we program these models, effectively replacing traditional coding for most daily tasks. To force an AI to produce professional work, we use a 5-part architectural framework called the Magic Prompt: role, objective, context, instructions, and notes. First is the role. By forcing the AI to adopt an elite persona, you pull from a higher standard of data. Next is the objective. You must give the AI a singular, unambiguous task to prevent hallucinations. Then we add context. Detailing the business stakes, like telling the AI this copy is for a $100,000 ad campaign, dictates the tone and the level of depth the model provides. Finally, we use instructions and notes. Instructions establish a step-by-step operational boundary, while notes enforce absolute formatting rules, such as ensuring the final output is ready to be pasted directly into an email. Compare two approaches. A basic prompt says, reply to this email. The magic prompt says, act as an elite executive assistant, analyze this inquiry, and draft a professional response that addresses every specific question mentioned. You can even anchor your persona to specific figures. Instructing the AI to evaluate a strategy like Steve Jobs forces the model to prioritize simplicity and user-centric design over technical features. The quality of your output depends on the architecture of your instructions. Mastering this 5-part structure allows you to control the model's logic, moving past simple chat into sophisticated task execution. This framework scales beyond daily admin into major career milestones, like preparing for a high-pressure investor meeting or a technical interview. In Phase 1, you instruct an advanced reasoning model to evaluate your data and predict your counterparty's strategy. You ask it to find the most difficult, uncomfortable questions they might ask. For Phase 2, turn on AI voice mode. You use the model as a ruthless sparring partner, drilling your verbal responses in real time until you can deliver them with total confidence under pressure. Phase 3 involves analyzing complex documents, but standard AI often fails here. If you upload a 400-page term sheet, you will likely hit the context window crash. AI models have a memory limit called a context window. When a document is too large, it drops the earliest pages. The solution is a closed RAG system. This indexes the document into a searchable vault, retrieving specific data without losing context. You can deploy the system to hunt for hidden red flags or specific penalty clauses buried across hundreds of pages of legal or financial text in seconds. For real-time troubleshooting, you can even use screen share AI tools. These act as a technical tutor that watches your screen and guides your manual workflow as you perform it. Reasoning models with unlimited context windows solve the manual bottleneck of data analysis. A single professional can now process the volume of research that previously required a dedicated team of analysts. We have now built the full architecture, a specialized toolkit, elite prompt logic, and a framework for managing massive datasets under pressure. Automated workflows move your daily operations from a desk buried in paperwork to a digital environment where tasks trigger and resolve themselves in the background. Here is your final task. Take exactly one item from the list you wrote at the start of this video, select its dedicated tool, and execute it using the 5-part prompt formula. Starting with one specific task turns the theory into a functional system. This is the first step toward becoming a high-leverage operator in an economy that rewards efficiency above all else. We have now built the full architecture, a specialized toolkit, elite prompt logic, and a framework for managing massive datasets under pressure. Automated workflows move your daily operations from a physical desk buried in paperwork to a digital environment where tasks resolve themselves in the background. Here is your final task. Take exactly one item from the list you wrote at the start of this video. Select its dedicated tool and execute it using the 5-part prompt formula. Starting with one specific task turns the theory into a functional system. This is the first step toward becoming a high-leverage operator in an economy that rewards efficiency above all else.